All right, guys, welcome to the CBCS Hot List for the week of April 27th, 2021. I got my fellow warriors with me, and let's get this party started. All right, guys. I hope you like that beat. If you guys are interested in any type of music like that, it's very hard to find good music for YouTube because they're all kind of cheesy. But the description, everything's in the description, guys.
I was just about to say real quick, Biggs, that might now be the best song out of all these shitty songs on YouTube.
I searched through hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them. Trust me, they far and few in between, man.
Yeah.
So before we get started, guys, like always, let me just go down the line real quick, and I'm gonna introduce my fellow panelists. We're gonna start with my man Joker in the house. What's up, Joker?
Yo, what's up? What's going on, peoples, man? Great. I'm happy to do this, man. Pull out some books that's coming out this week. Actually, one book that I see. So I'm happy to be talking about these books. I'm feeling the love from the independents to the DC. So
a little bit of everything in this list.
Yeah, wait till you see what we got, man.
Yeah, definitely, man. And then we got my man Thoro from Keep It Thoro Comics in the house. What's up, Thoro?
Yeah, you already know what time it is. Yes, man. CBCS Hot List. I'm ready for it, man, because there's some books that I'm definitely excited about on this list tonight. So let's get to it, man.
And then we got my man Josh Grab, the Power Broker in the house. What's up, Josh?
Yeah, I got to take that Power Broker off. I keep forgetting to do that. I'm not really the Power Broker, but I'm happy. Yeah, spoilers. But I'm happy to be here. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, yeah. Always a pleasure, brother. And all these guys, they do their own thing on their channel. They all have their own shows, podcasts, unboxings, the whole nine. So the description is definitely, guys, below for all these guys. So please, if you're watching me, you better be watching them, because sometimes I jump on their channels also. So, we all, how do you call it? We collab all the time.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
So, guys, also, if you're watching this for the first time, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let us know what you guys think about the books we're about to show you. Let us know if we think, you think something else should have been added to it. Always love interacting with everybody, so let us know. Also, the article that Eric Norton wrote is in the link below. So if you want to open it up while you're watching the video to read along while we discuss the books and stuff like that, go right ahead, man. All right. So let's just start real quick. What he wrote in the article real quick. So he kind of started this article off a little different, you know what I mean? Because he gave you a little history about him. So I'm just read you a little thing, cite what he wrote. He says, as an outsider looking into the comic book world, the last thing I want to sound like is a broken record. My hobby knowledge weighs heavy on sports cars and the sports cars world. However, I can see the both sides of this hobby coin are not too different. All it takes is one hot night of a player's card to explode on the market the next day. In the comic world, it seems to take the mere mention of an option show or a first appearance. If you're waiting to move on books until that moment, then you're probably too late. We always say the same thing about that. So first book that he has up on here, guys, and it should be no mistake to everybody, is this one right here. So we have something Killing the Children, #1 from September of 2019. Of course, is the first appearance of Erica Slaughter, guys. So this book has been hot. You guys already know. We've talked about this several times. Thoro has highlighted it many times on the Indie Spotlight. So go down the line and, let us know what you guys think about this book. So I'm going to start with Mike. Mike, what do you think about this one?
Yo, son, Killing the Children, #1 is the hottest ticket right now, bro, when it comes to the indie scene. Everybody talking about, I've been in a couple podcasts and we've been talking about what people spec on and what they put all their eggs in what basket. And I see a lot of these indie books. It's kind of pick and choose when it comes to these indie books, but Something Killing the Children, man, this is a book that, is going to happen as a series or whatever, for Netflix, because, they already attached to Boom Studios. But yeah, man, awesome book to have. I regret selling my book prematurely. Yeah. So, yeah, definitely. I like it.
Definitely, man. And Thoro, what do you think? What are your thoughts on it?
Oh man, this is a great one, man. Again, if you guys are not on Something's Killing the Children, I suggest you get on it now. The train is about to leave the station. That's probably clear because there's a lot of rumors going around right now of a supposed TV show movie. We don't know yet. That's how, you know, my man was just talking about earlier, saying that a lot of comic books are driven by rumors alone. So if you guys are not on it, then I definitely suggest that you pick up that issue 1. A great story. I can't wait. I don't care if it's a show or movie. I just can't wait to watch it because I thought this whole storyline was just incredible. I don't think there has been a run in quite some time to reach the way that this has. It doesn't skip a beat. I'm being honest with you guys. You literally will enjoy every issue of this run. And man, listen, I'm looking forward to it. And stay tuned too, because you know the new versions coming out with the for Jessica Slaughter. So you want to look out for that too, man.
It's gonna give more life to the series, which I love, and that's one thing that a lot of indie stuff used to lack is once they're done, they're done. But it seems like they're changing that, you know, definitely with this series. And Josh, what do you think, brother?
Love Something is Killing the Children, even though I've only read issue 1. I wasn't on it from the beginning. Thankfully, I do have this book. I wish I had all the other printings, and if whatever printing you can get of any of these numbers, not just number 1, get it. Because like Thoro said, the train might have already left the station on some of these. But you know, I suggest also picking up the trades as well if you can't get the books, because from what I've been told, just from the 1 issue that I've read, it is a great read. And just for the future, just anything that JT4 writes, just get it.
Definitely. And just real quick before we move on to the next book, you know, Eric gives us a few little, you know, facts of this book. He says it has 15 variant covers and it has a print run just shy of 34,000. So considering in today's time, that's not bad. That's considered pretty low.
34,000 for the number 1 first print.
For the number 1 first print, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's really low, dude.
That is low.
I thought it was lower than that.
Oh no, it's about that much, yeah. All right, so you know what? Let's move it to the next book right here, man. So what we got here is and I'm always happy to see DC books hit this because you know they're not really doing too well in the movies, but you know this book just proves that the comic market can move itself based on comics. So we have here Superman Convergence number 2 from July of 2015 is the first appearance of Jonathan Kent, and you know so. He admits, you know, in his article that he's not a Superman fan. However, when a book jumps over 800% in copies sold, you had to take notice. You know, Dan Jurgens and Lee Weeks. This gives you, you know, the first appearance of Jonathan Kent. But the reason this book is spiking is because the new announcement of the new Superman series is called Superman Son of Kal-El, featuring Jonathan Kent. So that has caused, you know, this book to spike. And you know me, I'm a Superman fan. Whenever you can see a Superman book spike, I'm all in. You know, so Mike, what do you think about this one here?
This is a good book to get. Jonathan Kent is it's basically one of those future characters like we've been talking about, you know, when the Marvel side, and the DC side, this is him and Damian. It's a character to have in your collection. Even though Convergence sucked story, definitely this is a good book to have in your collection.
Definitely.
And you don't have to be a Superman fan to just, you know these future investments, you know, with these characters. So, you know. All right.
Yeah, definitely. Thoro, what are your thoughts on it?
Hey, listen, man, I talked about this book last year.
Yeah.
So the previews, I told people pick it up. That book, I mean, it is well deserved. This was actually one of the books that I was really excited about because we all know now the youngins, you know, they're all coming to take over.
That's
right.
I'm
waiting to see what they're getting ready to do with Damian Wayne. I'm getting, you know, ready to see what John Kent's going to do, especially with the previews, guys. I call this the Bible of comic books. Look at your previews. They'll give you everything to look forward to. And this guy and this guy, you know, they get together and they do a show about new comic books, FOC and all that stuff.
Finally,
look out for that. And listen, man, I'm telling you guys, there's lots of information out there, and I'm glad, this book is well deserved. I agree with Mike. Convergence was it wasn't the greatest, but it introduced definitely a great character. So I'm looking forward to it, man.
Definitely, you know, he's Damian Wayne, Jonathan Kent, and Miles Morales right there. You know, you can't go wrong with those characters. And Josh, what do you think, brother?
So you guys know I'm not the biggest Superman fan. This is like one of the few Superman books that I do own. And nice. I think I picked it up because Thoro told me to.
Yeah.
I really can't think of any other reason why I would have picked up this book. That being said, I'm glad I did. But I like that there's some DC love on this list, because I feel like DC is kind of falling to the wayside when it comes to all these books just kind of rising to the top. So it's nice to see it on here.
Yep. Cool, man. Yeah, and then you know what? Speaking of DC, this next book here, I knew when I heard about this series coming out, I knew it was gonna be hot because gamers are crazy, man. Gamers are like, it's a lot of them. So let me just show you the book, guys. The next book on the list is Batman Fortnite 0 Point number 1. Let me just read a little bit about Eric wrote on the list. It says here, if there is one thing I have learned from the card collecting world, it's never dismiss Fortnite. About 2 years ago, Panini released a Fortnite card set that was widely forgotten about. Now we are here in April of 2021, and there are cards in that set that sold for more than $15,000. I'm not saying Batman Fortnite 0.1 is a $15,000 book. I'm not even saying it's $100 book, but don't sleep on this. This book could be one of those you wish you hadn't let get away. And that's exactly what I felt when I saw this book. You know what I mean? I know some people didn't really like it, but I was like, yo, Fortnite has a huge following. If you're not into it for the book, definitely for the investment, you know? So Mike, what do you think about this one?
This is a book I did not put in my FOC, my pull list. And I instantly regret it because I didn't know that this came with a code for a skin for Fortnite, the game, and my son is a big Fortnite fan, and I just had to end up paying. But thankfully, I found it for cover price. So but yeah, man, definitely, man. Fortnite is the hottest ticket that when it comes to this, video games. When it comes to playing online with kids and stuff. So hey, listen, man, I got mines, I secure mines, and thumbs up on that.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with it, man. And Thoro, what are your thoughts on this?
Man, this is every Fortniter's freaking dream right here. Yeah. I personally didn't pick it up. I had zero interest in Fortnite. I am a huge Batman fan, but when I read the previews about it and all that stuff, I really was not interested in it. So as for me, I mean, I can see why it's doing well. I mean, Fortnite again. It's said right there. Tons of kids play Fortnite, and I'm sure that's what they wanted. They're like all going crazy for that code. So I'm sure, that definitely there's a reason why it's on the list, man.
Yeah, definitely. And Josh, what are your thoughts on it?
Okay, so a couple things. Obviously, everyone knows I'm a huge gamer. I hate Fortnite. I hate it. But it's true. Like he said, you can't discount Fortnite. It always, when you think it's down, it comes back somehow. But I'm going to say this. I understand why this book is on this list. And I think it's mainly because of the code, because from what I understand about Fortnite, like those skin codes, I think are about like $20 or so in game. So be careful of this book from an investment standpoint, I would say, because I don't know how much potential this book has going forward. I think personally it's just for these codes. But we'll see. Maybe.
And I'll tell you real quick, man, issue 3 has a badass Snake Eyes and Batman cover on it. So keep an eye on that one, man. So
definitely. And you know what? Just to give you a little tidbit on it, at the show, the New Hampshire little comic show that we just went to this past weekend, they were selling already for $20 a piece.
Yeah.
So that goes to show you a book that came out the same week, All right, so we're gonna move it on. We only got 2 books left, but you know what? This book definitely had to make the list this week. We all know here why. Bam. So we got Something's Killing the Children, number 1, the 8th printing that's coming out. This Wednesday, and so of course it reprints the first prints of Article Slaughter, but you need the proof of purchase of Berserker number 2. So let me just write you a little. Let me read you the little synopsis that Eric wrote in his article. He says, "Who doesn't love a surprise? Yes, I'm going back to Something's Killing the Children, but for good reason. The surprise variant marries together the 2 hottest titles at Boom Studios right now, with Berserker." With a Berserker inspiring cover. You will have to put some work to receive this cover. You will need to proof of purchase of Berserker number 2, but it has already garnered attention on the secondary market. So just full disclosure, I shorted my copy through Skeleton Comics, so shout out to them. So really happy with it. And the cover is dope. I'm happy I was able to get, this one. Mike, what do you think?
Love the cover. The cover is very eye appealing. Yeah. And for it to be one of those things that like people was kind of not sure they were gonna get or whatever. Be assured, I'm sure you're gonna acquire your books, man. hopefully y'all don't be, fighting each other for this book. It shouldn't be no, fighting for this book. This is an 8th printing too. I'm not sure how many printings they're gonna do of issue 1. This might be the last one. Who knows? But definitely I got mine too. Also, so yeah, I'm happy with it, man. And yeah, dope.
Yeah, it's a dope book. Yeah, definitely. Thoro, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, man, freaking dope cover. Really enjoying it. If I get it, I get it. I'm really not gonna be, like crying in tears because I didn't get a book. That's gonna be one that, we were just talking earlier about it. The print count's crazy. So I mean, nonetheless, you just can't go wrong with it. I mean, again, it is something killing the children #1, even though it's an 8th printing. I personally believe that they did this whole thing to try to kind of end it. On that note, this is the final print for that. And they're going to move on. Yeah, and I think they're going to move on. And this is kind of their way of getting ready for their announcement. This is why we say, Josh said it, hey, the train's leaving. So if you're on that last cart, you better hang on and just try to grab one and get one. Because, this one's going to be one of those that people are going to be possibly getting angry about or fighting over at the comic book shops. So I'm going to probably be recording this tomorrow when I go to the LCS and see what happens.
That would be dope to see, man. Definitely. And Josh, what are your thoughts on the cover, man? On the book itself?
Yeah. Here, look.
Oh wait, hold on.
Yeah, I love it.
Hold on. There you go. That's how we do it at the hot list.
And Thoro, you'll get one way or another, either through you or through me. You'll get one.
I appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it.
But yeah, I mean, I think you have to get it. I think the ride for this 8th printing has been a little weird. Some confusion, some changing of things. It used to be, or it was supposed to be, that for however many copies stores ordered of the #1, the foil that came out, and #2, that they would ratio out 1 to 3 to a max of 15. Apparently that is not, it is not true, because I work with stores, as you guys know, and I was at 2 stores unboxing, and both stores had more than 15. I think it'll be a little easier to acquire than most people thought. That being said, I think it still will be a hot book tomorrow. So make sure you try to, get one.
Yeah, and one thing that go ahead.
I'm sorry, and make sure you bring, that insert, because I have a feeling stores are gonna try to do anything they can to not have to sell you one of these. Especially not even sell. They're supposed to give it to you for free. So make sure you have your cards ready to go, guys.
Yeah, definitely. And what's one thing that we've been learning in the last few years, that low print count doesn't really mean not hot. So things can have high print counts and they're still going to be valuable. I think it's still going to be sought after, and that's just to show you of the growth of the industry. More people come into the hobby, so you're going to need more print counts to satisfy that urge,
No.
So we got to the last book. What, we haven't seen a Marvel book, but Marvel's gonna make the list. You gotta have a Marvel book. So we just hit you with the last book right here, and bam, beautiful cover. We have Iron Fist, the Living Weapon #1 from 2014. It's the first appearance of Pi. And why is this book hot this week? So let me just read you what Eric wrote. So he writes here, the final book on the CBCS Hot list for April 27th edition is Iron Fist, the Living Weapon #1. This title saw over a 700% increase in sales this week, with the speculation that Pi may become the Iron Fist in the MCU. Pi, whose first appearance happens to be in this book, does receive the power of the Iron Fist later in the series. So, that we maybe have something here, So I think this is a wonderful. I've been backtracking on Iron Fist books, and shout out to Chad RCG. He hooked me up with a couple of the Mortal Iron Fist variants that I was looking for. But this one definitely, I gotta get this book, man. This book just screams to you like, yes, you know what I mean? What do you think, Joker?
Hey, yo, dude, this is a sick ass cover off the bat. You know what I mean? And then, yeah, man, this is a book to have to get now that it's hot. You know what I mean? With all the rumors going about who's playing what on the next Iron Fist, because the MCU we're getting back the Punisher, the Daredevil, Jessica Jones. You know what I mean? We're not sure who's gonna play Luke Cage or who's gonna play Iron Fist. So specking on these, this is a good book to get, man, in my opinion. Just besides that, man, it's just an awesome cover, as well. Yeah,
and definitely. And Thoro, what are your thoughts on this one?
All right, so first off, I literally just went on my phone and went to go look up the pronunciation of that name.
Yeah.
It's Pay.
Hey,
Oh, it's Pay. Oh, there you go.
All right, so that way we're not over here saying pie because I'm getting hungry. I haven't eaten. Yeah, but dope book. I mean, again, you just never know, how again a lot of this thing just gets ignited. All you gotta have is somebody just throwing gasoline on it, and boom, a book just comes out of nowhere, becomes a home run. Nonetheless, I think that this is an awesome book. Joker just said it. Great cover, really digging it. Not a big Iron Fist fan. Wasn't too big of a fan of the show when it came out on Netflix. Really didn't like it, but this one is really, really calling my attention. I may have it in my collection. Who the hell knows? If not, I'm probably gonna have to go to the LCS somewhere, check the back bins, or go on eBay or whatever the case. But yeah, man, that's a really dope book to top the list right now, and especially with Masters of Kung Fu, coming out. Yeah, man.
And the Shang-Chi trailer dropping with all the martial arts and everything. Dope way to finish the list, man. And Josh, what do you think?
Just like Thoro, I'm not the biggest Iron Fist fan, but like there's something about Iron Fist covers that I just love, and that's really the only reason that I collect them. So I don't really know anything about this book.
Yeah.
So, I mean, get it. It's a dope cover.
Yeah. If anything, right? If you're not in it for the story, the cover.
Yeah.
I gotta show one more time. Just that cover. Oof.
Yeah. One thing I didn't even pay attention to was the fact you got like an X-ray type of look on his hands. That's right. You just pointed it out. I just noticed that. Yeah, you can see the bones. So you can see his skeleton. Yeah, that's pretty badass.
Real dope, man. So that's it, guys. That's the list. Shout out to Eric Norton for putting out a dope ass list this week. I think, and you may see him on the show because we've been talking, and he's gonna show up on one of these shows sooner or later. So look forward to meeting him in person. So I'm gonna go down the line. I'm gonna let my fellow NY Warriors, and I'm gonna let them say where they're gonna be at, so you guys can know, where else to follow them. So I'm gonna start with Joker. Go ahead, man. Let them know where you're gonna be at.
Man, you already know. Over here, East Meets West on my channel. On Thursdays, we do our new comic day review with CBSI. We do the cover fire also on Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. And then on Friday, we do CBSI's Friday Night FOC with East Meets West. And my man Josh, he does the list for CBSI. And, we put the video out there. So that's 8 p.m. We might be changing that, though. I have to talk to Ben. And then our live podcast show on Sundays, East Meets West, man. And this is a special one this week, man. We got my man Dan Hazen from Nottingham. David Hazen, excuse me, from Nottingham. He writes Nottingham. He's gonna be on the show. So
that's dope, man.
Yeah, can't wait to chop it up and talk to him. Yeah. And yeah, that's all we got going on.
Yeah, and Thoro, let him know where you're gonna be at, man.
Nothing, man. You already know what time, man. 10 p.m. every Tuesday night, man. My man Joker right here, the co-host with the most. We got the Indie Spotlight show, guys, every night. That is, one of my favorite things to do right now. Really, really enjoy it. Enjoy having Biggs. Josh, he joins us here and there on occasion when he's not busy or doesn't want to go to sleep. But Thursday night as well, 10 p.m. Eastern, man. For some odd reason, 10 p.m. is like a perfect time, especially having little kids. But yeah, for the Comic Chopper. Other than that, man, stay tuned. Stay tuned, guys, because there's a lot of stuff coming out, man. We're all collaborating on a whole rack of different things, so you never know what's going to be next. So definitely subscribe to everybody here, man. That's all I got to say.
All right, and Josh, let them know what's your next plans?
Kind of follow in line with Joker. East Meets West everywhere, just like every other day. So everything he just said, everything Thoro just said, I'm there too. And then just check out my channel, Josh Grav, on YouTube. Me and my brother Nick do some things there, some unboxings. I just did a haul from the New Hampshire show. So go and check that out.
Dope video, bro. Dope video. I watched it earlier, man.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. And you should be watching this video. It's gonna air Wednesday at 11 a.m. So if you guys have not watched the Indie Spotlight that we were on last night, definitely check that out. Dope ass show, like always. And everyone's link, guys, in the description below. So you know what? Real quick before we go, just want to hit you up real quick that the hot list is sponsored by BAM, guys. So make sure that you use the code NYWC8 and you get $8 off your first BAM comic box, guys. And just remember real fast that April, they still running that 10%. As long as you get your invoices in by April, use the Save 10 code and you get 10% off 10 books or more when you grade with CBCS, the clear choice, guys. All right, so that's it, guys. Until next time. Peace.
So.
Later.